teaspoon bone broth regularly, and I usually have half of a cup in hot water. So that means I take a quarter of a cup, put it in a cup, warm it with a half a cup of hot water almost every day, and it hydrates me and it's lovely, and I will freeze it and use it wherever possible. And I reuse these containers. So this is what I made last week. I'm down to the last of the stuff that I made at the same time, so I'm going to use that as a base for a broccoli soup. So these florets here, I will use at the very end of the soup. I'm not going to put the stock in, although you can use this for flavoring. But it starts to get very fibrous the further down the stalk it goes. That's enough. I might add just a bit more water to this. All right, real basic spices. It's a Canadian thing. Summer savory, there's also winter savory. It is a little hint of thyme and pepper. Goes great with chicken. But I'm going to add a little bit more. That is about a heaping teaspoon. Add a little extra if you want, won't hurt you. And just a pinch of sage. This is the dried sage. I don't want to pull the leaves of the good stuff yet. Plus I've got other ideas for that. Okay. It's a very earthy tone. And because I love it, and it will suit this nicely, nutmeg. Complements the parsnip and the carrot. It's a warm note in the backdrop. I'm taking the nut, so this would be about one-third of the nut and a bit. So I would call that about half a teaspoon. Maybe a pinch more. This is not a game, my loves. Come. Okay, I know. Lap, 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 lap. Okay, cats. You love them. Now, generous amounts of salt and pepper. Always. Stuck at the moment, so I'm just going to use good old-fashioned salt and pepper. A bit of lemon rind, if you have it, will not hurt. A little bit more. We want that little bit of heat. That should do it. I'm not adding more than that because there's already salt and pepper in the soup broth. Oh, broth. There we go. What I'm going to do next is take care of these shallots and add them. So this can absolutely be a purely vegan dish if you wish. Just stick to the olive oil. Sure. My blog. Yeah, I did have a rosemary lemon olive oil. Real quick. So a little bit of olive oil in the pan as well as some extra bacon leftovers. That's how your grandmothers used to make good soup. And it was that secret ingredient that she never told you about. Fat. A little bit is not going to hurt you. All right, I'm going to put this away because that's for a different meal. I'll put another one of those aside. Well, maybe I'll do this. Need great knife skills for this part. A little hint to making soup. Not as important with this style, but try to keep your portions of carrot and broccoli and all of your vegetables around the same size. And the reason being is they will cook closer to the same time. There's a trick to that too. However, the most important part this gives so much flavor. It really does. And it is a good trick. If you're not going to be buying lardons and... See, and there's that parsnip smell. Bacon and parsnip, who knew? Okay, I'm going to let this go for a couple more minutes. Just to get some more of that sweetness out, and then we will add it in. So far the salt level's just fine. Let's use all that up. I renovated a house. I know how to do certain things. Turn the light. So this one's new. I don't know if there's a speed to it or not. Doesn't appear to be. All right. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's in the handle. This is a rough soup. We're not going to put it through a strainer or anything. I've done that. This is why I kept the florets aside. Add the green back in. That should do the trick. Now we're putting our florets back. Add some green. This is the fun thing about it's not just soup. You know how to bake bread? You can actually design an entire meal, like a sourdough, that will reflect this soup. I'm going to turn the heat right down. At the very end, we will finish this with butter. We're just taking the heat down, greening everything up beautifully. There we go. This is a good chunk of butter. It is just me now. Stir it in until it's silky. Okay, now you let it sit. At least 15 to 20 minutes.